class break.
All right. This was networking. We are covering IP addressing and subnetting, so we went through another scenario. 3 routers, these 3 right here, and then we asked first how many networks, and the students counted them out. Okay, so we got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LANs. We have 6 LANs, and then 3 LANs in that scenario. So we have 9 networks. So then I said we're using an example of a public address and no private addressing and no NAT. Okay? So just to be an example, our ISP then gave us this public address right here. So then we know that /24, this part we can't change, so we have those 8 bits to work with. And so I wrote those 8 bits here. And then we went through the scenario. Can we borrow 1 bit? No. Borrow 2, that would give us 4 networks. Borrow 3 would give us 8 networks. So we borrowed 4 bits. And that will give us 16 networks. And then we started writing them out. So this first group here, all zeros, that was this network here. And then we have a 1 right here. So that one gave us 205, 10, 16, right? 16, we have a 1 right here in that position. That would be a 16. Then we did a 1, 0. That gives us 32. And then a 1, 1. That gives us 48. And then you can see it goes up by 32 each time. And you could fill in all 16. We're up to 64 right here. So we have 16 networks. And with these 4 bits over here, we can make actually 16 minus 2, 14. We can have 14 addresses used on each of those networks. Okay? Now, the last thing we did was we took those 4 bits right here. We took these 4 bits and we said from this very first one that are all zeros right here, we took that one and said we can split that one up multiple times. Since the WANs only need 2 addresses each, we took that and divided it right there. Now we have 2 we can use for networks, so that gives us 4. We made the 4 right over here. And each of those 4 can have 2 addresses. We have 4 possibilities, but the 0 would be the network ID and a 1, 1 would be the broadcast. So we can go 0, 1, 1, 0. And then we made these networks. So the network started out, the first one was 0, 0, so that gave us a 10, 0 here. That's the first one here. And then we went 0, 1, and that gave us the 4. And then 1, 0, that gave us the 8. And then we can go 1, 1 here in terms of networks. We can use them all. We can use 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 0, 0. Now for the host, we can only use these. So the host on these would fit into those ranges. So now we took this network and we subnetted again. And so we're using variable length subnet mask. The subnet mask will vary in this network topology based on what is the most efficient way to use the addresses. We had some really good questions at the end of class. What we're going to do is we'll probably take this scenario again and take a look at it, and possibly take a look at actually taking this and configuring this in class, and then looking at the routing table with a routing protocol. And that's it for today.